Hey, what is going on, everybody? Mark here with a new video today. It's actually my first video on this channel. If you guys are familiar with exploring Florida ways, then I'm sure you know who I am already. If not, be sure to go check out that channel. So today we are going to be changing the oil in my GTI SE 170 behind me. Over here we have my dad's RX-TX 300, and behind that we have my mom's Wake 170. The reason we're doing the oil change is not only because I hit my 50 hours, but also because this weekend is the Key Largo excursion. If you guys aren't going to be there this weekend, make sure you're there next year because this ride is going to be insane. I'm going to show you guys down in my engine bay real quick, see what we got going on down here. It is a little bit wet. There is a little bit of moisture in there still from washing it. As you can see, it's pretty decently clean inside. We take pretty good care of these things, as you guys can see. They each have over 50 hours on them, and they are still good looking skis. So real quick before we get started, if you guys do want to see a video on how we do our wash down after a day of riding, be sure to leave that down in the comments below. So of course, before we get started, I would like to show you guys what type of oil we are using. I will put it in the description below so that you guys can go get the oil, the correct oil. But yeah, let's see what's inside this thing. Oh yeah, and this has absolutely nothing to do with the oil change or jet skis or even the ocean at all. But I find it kind of funny. My car has been beeping for a few days now, every 2 minutes, telling me that I need to add washer fluid, windshield washer fluid, and I finally got some. So we're gonna add some washer fluid real quick. Don't drink this stuff, it ain't that good. So now that we got the seats off, we are going to start taking off this whole plastic here. As you can see, it is Allen's. I'm not sure what size. Do you know what size?
I don't remember, but this is rusty as hell.
Yeah, it is a little bit rusty. All right, guys, so we have one here as well, over here, down, all the way down to your guys' link system, if you guys have the links. Also, I don't know what the hell this belt is doing down here, but
it's for jet skiing. So make sure you don't lose your bathing suit when you're going fast.
So I did forget to mention that you guys do need a 10 mil under here. There are nuts on these first two. The rest of them, though, do not have the nuts. They're already threaded.
Do not put fuel in here. No fuel in here. I like how there's a sticker that says don't put gas in it. Like, what idiot would go through that hole and actually fill it up with gas?
Anyway, guys, you do need to pop this off before you can take this off, the whole plastic, because there are 1, 2, 3 more. One thing that I did forget to mention is make sure that you warm up this oil before you start the procedure. So we are gonna go do that, and then we will see you guys back in a few minutes. All right, guys, so now that you have your pump, you are going to replace the dipstick with the pump line, and you are just gonna place it in there. So this pump specifically has 2 modes, dispense and evacuate. So just make sure that the lever is up all the way so that it pumps it out. So yeah, guys, just give it like 5 or 6 pumps or so just to get it really flowing out. You'll start to see it flow out, and then let it do its thing. You don't want to go too crazy with it.
You do throttle all the way down. And that's it. That's dry mode. So that's getting all the oil from underneath that you didn't get the first time. Now you'll be able to get it all out.
Basically what he did was he held the throttle and then also held the start button, and you guys heard it cranking like that. You do that for about 15 to 20 seconds twice, and then that allows all the oil that you weren't able to get out the first time. Now you could get it out. The link for the exact pump that we have will be in the description of the video. Guys, one thing that I do want to mention real quick is don't forget to move this little thing around, move it up, down, try to move it sideways, and then keep pumping that thing. I just did it and I just got a little bit more oil out. You want to make sure you get as much oil out as possible. All right, guys, so next step is your oil filter, and that is located right down here. And you are just going to crank that off. Loosen it up, you grab your oil filter and make sure you have something handy to place it in because it will be messy. And also don't put your dipstick down where the oil filter goes. So in your oil change kit, you'll get O-rings. You want to make sure that you replace them on the old filter with the housing. These are the new O-rings, and you want to make sure that you get some oil on them before you place them onto the oil housing.
Just make sure the O-ring is in the groove where it's supposed to be. So make sure it's all the way in the right place.
Now we got the other O-ring on, so we are good to go to place the new filter onto the housing. Then you slide the oil filter down into the housing. Push down in the hole, make sure it's pushed in. And you place the, I guess, what would that be, the cap?
Yep.
I guess the cap down into the housing, and it'll all come together. You want to make sure that you can see a little orange O-ring. I don't know if you, yep, there it is. You guys should be able to see it right about here. All right, guys, so last step, of course, is to add the oil. So you're gonna need a funnel, and that's about it. All right, so now you are going to unscrew the cap for the oil and place the funnel in. So the trick is here, if you guys are like us and have a different shaped funnel, to just pour really slow, and then you guys should be able to get it all the way in.
All right.
So now that you've added all your oil, you're going to place your dipsticks back in. Definitely don't lose that. And just fire it up in the drown mode. And you're all good to go. Like I said, just use that drown mode one more time, press that throttle in and hold the start button for a few seconds. Literally just a few seconds, not like the first time, a little shorter, and then that's all about you have to do. So now I am going to pull my car back in and go get some dinner. I'm hungry.